Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, if anyone is even watching yet. It's been a very hard week. I should say last couple days. Just sucks. I broke up with my partner and I moved into my sister's house, and it's been a hard transition. I was numb for a few days and now I've just been crying all day and been trying to distract myself, but I know like with the shadow work I'm doing, like I really have to process my emotions, and I'm just like, I just don't know what to feel. I think my partner has been just dishonest about things and hiding things, and literally the same time last year, almost like the same week, a bunch of stuff came out that he was like sexting someone else, and I was devastated. We broke up for about 2 months and it really seemed like he had changed and was telling me the truth and being honest, and a year later it found out that he never really stopped doing any of those things, and for the last year he's just been lying to me. And I'm a really open person sexually. Last time I found out about it, I was like, hey, like, if this is something that turns you on and you like texting strangers about like sex and stuff, like, just let me know. I was like, let's talk about it and see if like maybe we can figure out, a way for both of us to feel comfortable. And but he said he didn't want to do it again, and I don't know. I wanted to believe him, I guess, and the last year I've had a lot of intuitions about feeling like he's still doing stuff, and I'd bring up conversations, and we would just basically come to the conclusion it was my anxiety or paranoia. So I noticed coffee made my paranoia worse, just thinking he was texting people, and I had no proof, and so I stopped drinking coffee for him, so we wouldn't have to go through those paranoias. And then I actually got on anxiety medication because the anxiety would just get bad. I started taking antidepressants, which usually I don't really struggle with a ton of anxiety, it's more depression. But I got on antidepressants and antipsychotics and started feeling better depression wise, and then this anxiety was just like coming out of nowhere, feeling like he was doing things behind my back, making Instagrams. Like I felt all of this, and we both decided, like, okay, I think it's time to get on anxiety medication. Like, this is getting out of hand. And he let me do that knowing that he knew he was lying. And, our conversation, I have a lot of conversations with him. I would sit him down all the time, like, hey, are you having urges? Do you want to talk about it? Like, there's no shame. It's okay. You're human. And nothing. And we also had conversations all the time, like, hey babe, if you're lying about something, we can't work through it if you're hiding it. No babe, I'm not hiding anything. And I think the hardest conversation that we'd have all the time, and I was like, hey babe, just so you know, if you happen to be lying about something, like, if you truly love me, you would rather let me go than lie to me. And I was like, can you promise me that? Because, like, it's not fair if we were together for 5 years and you were lying the whole time. Like, just let me go. Like, it's unfair for you to do that. And he'd be like, yes, of course, babe, I love you so much. Like, I would tell you I'd let you go before I would, like, hide and lie from you. And here we are. I love him. We've had so many growing experiences, and I'm not perfect. But I've also been in therapy and on medication and working on my shit, and he hasn't. I've asked him to go to therapy, and he originally did last year when all of this came out, and he seemed like it helped. He went to like 1 or 2 sessions, and I've been doing everything I can to grow, and I guess I just can't get over the fact that he made me feel crazy and question my intuition for the second time. Well, multiple times, the whole year that I had. Sometimes I'd sit down with him like, babe, I don't know if I'm just crazy or like, this is my intuition, I need to listen to it. I was like, it's really hard. I feel like you're lying about something. I just know it. And he'd calm me down and comfort me and help me use skills to feel better, and it was like just a game to him. He has a lot of remorse. He's really upset with himself, and he's not a terrible person, and I believe that he can change, but just not with me. And I'm literally heartbroken. We moved to Vegas here to save up money to do our van life, and finally just trying to put myself first, and now I'm thrown back into living with my sister and her 3 kids, which they're amazing, and her and their dad. But it's a lot. I don't have a car, and I just feel like everything is falling apart. Obviously, I'm on disability, so really not a lot of income. So I don't know. I was trying to do something creative to make me feel better and make a present for the girl that I do my shadow work with, and my body just being like, you're focusing on someone else right now. So then I also watched like a crime show, because then I could focus on someone else's pain, since I really have like a lot of empathy when I watch those shows. It's really hard for me to watch them. I was doing everything I could to feel someone else instead of what I'm feeling right now. I just started sobbing, and I was like, what do I do to help myself right now? And I just like record a video, just talk. So here I am. I really don't have like anyone to talk to. It's hard. He was my whole world, and maybe that was the problem. And I have a really hard time opening up to friends. Like, they know I struggle, obviously, because I've been in and out of hospitals and stuff, but like never like sat down and really like cried with them and like expressed how I feel and what I'm struggling with. And I don't have any friends here in Vegas yet. I don't know. I guess I was hoping for more for us. Hoping we could build this life together, and here I am, moving out and starting over again like I did with my divorce. Barely any money. And I'm very grateful that I have my sister and that she let me move in. They only have a 2-bedroom apartment with their 3 kids, and most of her kids sleep with her, so it worked out. But it's hard adjusting to being around kids, because I chose not to have kids because I struggle. But I love my nephews and my niece, so it has been a good distraction. I don't know. I'm trying to remind myself that it's gonna be okay. It's just like right now, everything just feels surreal, like someone I've been laying next to bed to and giving literally. I might have my mood swings and my issues, but I'm a very passionate lover, and I express it, I announce it, I love very deeply, and really did give him everything that I had. And it sucks. Big time. I just wish it could be different, I just don't know how to move forward. And on top of that, I've just been having issues talking with my mom, and feels like everyone's just like falling apart. And even like through this whole thing, I've had to comfort my partner, I guess my ex-partner. It's just like he's been through it with everything, like my transition to they them, my transition out of the Mormon church, my transition more into plant medicine. It's hard. It's been really hard to walk away and not to just fall back into the comfortability of just being with him in our house, in our quiet place, and what we were, but I'm trying to make better decisions for myself. and it's lonely. And I don't know how I feel about the future right now. I don't really want to be in a serious relationship again. I mean, I kind of went from being married to in a serious relationship again. So I didn't really take a break. So maybe this is my chance to take a break and get to know myself, but it's pretty scary. Like, what if I disappoint myself? Can't run from myself. I don't really know who I am. I'm kind of scared to find out, I guess. Like, parts of me are like really excited to like be on my own and be able to focus on me. I don't know. But I also feel so stuck. Like, I don't have a car and I can't really go anywhere and do anything. Obviously, I'm tight on money, and I just hope that it flows, to where it's supposed to go. So, I don't really know. It feels like I've planned my whole life around men, and never really had to make my own decisions. They were always based on relationships. So what do I do? I guess I just take one step at a time, figure it out. I don't know. It's kind of rough. I don't know why I post these on YouTube. Maybe one day someone will see this and help them have hope. Because, I mean, it does suck sometimes. I just wonder if it's ever gonna be okay. You're always just gonna be constantly picking out the pieces. If it's ever gonna be whole. I don't know, maybe I'm trying to be on this journey of spiritual awakening and higher vibrations, and it's hard. I feel like you lose people, and it hurts. I don't know if it's just part of the healing journey, and to just feel lonely and be alone. I just feel like every time I turn and I heal something, the universe is like, alright, it's time for you to handle this. It's time to lose your partner now that you've emptied a lot of your shadows, a lot of big shadows. It's like, it's time. Because literally after I just had a really big session of shadow work, it's like the next day I found out about all this, day or two. So, I really couldn't have handled this 6 months ago. I really couldn't have. I guess everything's for a reason. My shadow work was perfect timing. It was time for us to leave. I don't know, and I hope the best for him. Like, I really want him to do his shadow work, and I want him to heal, and I want him to be able to change so that he can flourish in his life too. And it's hard saying that because there's like this jealousy, you know, that comes in. It's just like, fuck that. Like he'll eventually heal and like be without me and give to someone most likely what I wish he could have given to me. But maybe I'm just not that person for him, and that hurts. I mean, hopefully I can get him started on that journey and it takes him where he needs to go. I don't know, I hope, at least for him. I mean, we're still good friends. Like, I mean, he's my best friend. He's really the only person that I've been able to fully express to. But that's gonna have to change. I don't know. I guess that's all I have to say. Now you get to be on this single journey with me, and maybe there's someone else out there for me. It's hard to imagine starting over again and explaining me, my trauma, everything I've been through. Like, I can't imagine, like, sorry if you can hear my little niece in the background, but she's pretty damn cute. Well, guys, if you're going through a breakup, if you're fucking heartbroken into a million pieces and you feel depressed and all you can do is stare at a wall and just numb out, I'm here with you. I see you. It fucking sucks. It's been through this devastation and we're gonna make it out of it. I think. I hope. Hope that it's gonna be okay and that I can continue to grow and love people, and maybe one day someone love me. I can regain trust in humanity. I don't know. Trying to be the change that I want to see in the world is harder than I could even fathom. And no, I'm not out there being an activist or on the front lines changing laws and fighting for rights. I feel like I have something else to offer and I don't know what it is yet. I don't know what it is, but I feel hopeful. I feel it can't be all darkness. And even though I feel like shit, I have to just breathe. Deep breaths. And my DMs are always open, or whatever they call it on YouTube. And you got this. Have a very present day.